We can't even keep our Sun King safe.
Oh, do we have to go there? Okay. Oh, oh god. Oh, that's new. Oh, I don't like that. Reminds me of Ghost of Tsushima, though.
The other side of the tower. Look for a vent.
Look for a vent. You got it. Oh. Oh, nope, nope, nope.
I say you've been here before.
Obviously. Now, it's very important that you hear what I'm about to say. I've shown you the way in, but this humble vent marks a point of no return. Before you descend into the depths here, you should be fully committed, equipped, and focused. No distractions. If you have errands to run, do them first or hold your peace. I won't tolerate whining. Is that clear?
You'll tolerate what I give you, Silence. I didn't ask you along for the ride.
Well, I appreciate how he said that. That was awesome. I will do that right away. Then I will climb back up. And I will get more stuff. Just so I don't, like, panic when I'm just like, oh no, I've run out of this stuff. Yeah. There we go. That's really cool how he says that, though. You can loot stuff inside.
That woman said to meet her at a green tent down in the camp. Might be worth a visit.
Oh. We've already done that quest, Aloy. You can loot stuff inside. The quest is designed for going in with nothing. Okay. Probably should have got more of these, but that's totally fine by me. So let's go. Oh, just like that.
Down.
I've spent a lifetime trying to uncover the secrets of this world. Where the machines came from. How the old ones achieved such marvels only to fall into silence and death. A lifetime of failure. As year by year, decade after decade, I hit walls I could not break, doors I could never breach.
Hello.
Until a Nora huntress marched out of the savage east. And voila, for her, all the deepest secrets of the earth were laid bare. I suspect you will have an easier time with this door than I did years ago.
Hold for identiscan. Genetic profile confirmed. Entry authorized. Malfunction. 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 Malfunction.
Are you kidding me?
You don't hear me laughing.
Shut up. There's gotta be. Hey! Elizabeth Sobek here! Requesting access!
Access request acknowledged. Root command functions available. Do you wish to proceed?
I do! Get me through this door!
Analyzing. Primary access inoperable due to mechanical failure. Emergency venting procedure likely to circumvent blockage. Do you wish to proceed?
Yes.
Emergency venting authorized.
Nice. Oh.
I underestimated you. So by now,
Just moving my microphone. Uh-oh.
Guess you can't have everything.
that will draw attention. We won't have this place to ourselves for long now.
We? Last I checked, I was the one risking my life down here.
Yes, fine. Now will you please get moving? There's so much to learn in less time than I'd hoped.
Well, this is gonna be fun. Silence warns me. Okay, that's fine.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn.
Zero Dawn.
Oh.
We found it.
Are you really so surprised?
Facility diagnostics detect multiple failures. Attempting repair.
So, what was this room?
An entrance hall, perhaps. Have a look around.
I will. From lounge staff to admin, subject another incident. This morning's unfortunate incident with Dr. Popovich is another example of reception's need for additional support. We appreciate that Zero Dawn is an immensely complicated project, but as the staff who serve on the front line, we're tired of being neglected. As we have already requested, we need human translators, fluent in Polish, for example, security staff who can subdue enraged embryologists. Yeah, for example, and dermal sedatives to calm persons who are screaming in Polish while hurling chairs and vases at reception staff, for example. Jesus. Yes, most of the candidates are reasonably calm and well behaved, but we need help handling the exceptions to that rule. Please respond. Jesus. The hell? See what else is in this room. Ah, there's another one over there. We need support too. So from lounge staff, admin, another incident. Oh, this is the same thing. Oh, here we go. So from reception staff to admin, we need support too. Reception staff continues to require additional support managing ZD candidates when they arrive at the facility. Many are frightened or confused. Some are highly agitated. These are not the sort of persons who are accustomed to having information withheld from them. At minimum, we need human translators. The Langbots are not sufficient, and mild sedatives for the extreme cases. Any and all support would be welcome. Perhaps you could start by responding to one of these mails. Dear Lord. So they were doing some, like, just dark stuff here. Titanium metal alloy. Gene locked entry via identiscan. Ah, so that was the hatch we came through. Bunker door. Blast door heavily shielded. Seal integrity maintained. Ah, hell. That's...
Please take a seat and wait for your name to be called. A selection of beverages and snacks are available.
A smaller one.
Oh, soundproofing. Would it be possible to improve the soundproofing between VR1 and the lounge area? Most of the candidates stay quiet during the presentation, but the ones who scream or sob can be plainly heard by candidates waiting their turn in the lounge. Just a fault. Holy crap. It's got dark. So, were they being experimented on? If that's what I'm getting from this. There's another one. Restock or else. That's people with the PS5s right now. and the Sirius XNS. Well, you can get the Sirius S, but the X always sells out. But I think everyone, just everywhere I'm looking, like when I was watching the showcase, everyone was like, "Oh my god, this PS5 game is so great! If only I had a PS5." Never give up, people. For the 5th time, please restock the lounge's selection of herbal teas. If I have to listen to one more egghead throw a tantrum because we're out of organic cucumber mint or blackberry sage varietals, I am going to lose it. Please respond, and this time no Tempest in a teapot. Steep demand jokes, okay? Oh my god. Oops, Daisy. Here's a fault. Bring your own. What we got here? Supply crate. Ooh, very nice. Thank you very much. Looked at that. Anything? Okay. Looked at everything. I hardly ever use the hunter arrows.
Please proceed into viewing room 1 for an important message regarding the purpose of your visit.
Okay. Ooh.
What was this place?
A holographic theater.
CD01 data intact. Initiating playback.
Oh. Just drops me in.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn. I am General Harris, Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff of the United States of America. I'm sure you've heard the rumors that Zero Dawn is a top-secret superweapons program, the technological miracle that will save us from the Pharaoh Plague, if Operation Enduring Victory can hold off the robots long enough. The reason I'm sure you've heard the rumors is that I'm the one who spread them, and they are all lies. Zero Dawn is not a superweapons program, and it will not save us. Nothing will save us.
Music sounds like Stranger Things.
Here's why. By the time the glitch was noticed, it was already too late. Nothing could stop the Pharaoh Plague. Nothing can. Its robots will continue to replicate and devour the biosphere. Life on Earth will be destroyed. Our planet reduced to a barren sphere. Global extinction is inevitable. No matter how many we kill, the robots just keep exponentially making more. If we had their deactivation codes, we could shut them all down. The entire swarm. But since their cryptographic protocols use polyphasic entangled waveforms, cracking a code set would take half a century. At best, we've got 16 months. Not exactly what you'd call a survival option. The destruction of a biosphere is not the sort of apocalypse you can wait out in a fallout shelter or a space station. There will be no Earth left to reclaim. Just a lifeless, toxic rock with several million Pharaoh robots on it, hibernating, waiting for something to eat. This is the horrible truth behind the lies of Operation Enduring Victory. My lies. Lies designed to inspire millions of innocents to sacrifice themselves in battle. Why? One reason. To buy time for you and the work you will do here.
That
Zero
sounds
Day.
so scary.
The day that life on Earth ceases to exist is coming fast. It cannot be stopped. The hope of Zero Dawn is that something new might come after. But I will leave it to Elizabeth Sobek to shine that thin ray of light into the darkness. Harris, out.
Whoa. That was really cool. Wow.
It doesn't make sense. Life on Earth didn't cease to exist.
He said it could not be stopped.
But it was. Somehow Elizabeth saved us.
Oh, it's
I've gotta
medicine
keep
pouch.
looking. Find out how she did it.
I really want to know how she did it. Damn, that costume was so good. Ooh.
Kestrels. They got in. Through the vents.
Let nothing stop you from learning the truth.
Spread out! If it moves, kill it!
What is this place? Tomb?
Curious what's in here. I probably just took a shortcut, didn't I? Ah, is this a place for me to hide? If so, that's pretty cool. Oh. Can't use weapons while I'm crouching in here. Try not to scan the text. Ah, okay. Oh. Oh. See? This was not genius at all. Out of the way. I wasn't thinking very well. Ah, you moved me. There we go. Yeah. No.
I'm done. Am I done?
Am I done? Did she kill me? Now she did.
We're too close to our tribal crypt to stop us now. The data points, what do they contain?
Yeah, I didn't have the leader strike skills, so that's where I kind of cocked up there. Anyways. Where were we? Interview Suzanne Alpert. That's not it.
With
Oh, there we go.
Suzanne Alpert, environmental scientist. Doctor?
I'm sorry, I wasn't,
Oh, I keep doing it wrong. I gotta do that again.
With
There we go.
Suzanne Alpert,
Sorry about that.
environmental scientist. Doctor?
I'm sorry, I wasn't,
Just stating your name. What were you thinking about, Doctor?
nothing the General said. Not really. I was on the Syzygy East Response Team in 2051, just after the second earthquake compromised the
Syzygy.
reactor. I still dream about it, after all these years. The red zone spreading on the imaging, slowly, so slowly, like a hand opening its fingers.
Your involvement in that event is why you were asked for by name.
Really? That's interesting.
Fire
Because nothing
striker.
worked. Nothing could grow there again. It was a catastrophic failure. But the red zone is a blip compared to global-scale biomass reduction. The biosphere and hydrosphere will collapse, render the Earth uninhabitable long before the robots finish us. Enduring victory can't buy time against that. So, you'd better show me what Zero Dawn really is.
Counselor guidelines. They're gonna sneeze. God damn it. Candidates must be allowed to ask questions and be given the necessary time to fully absorb the information they have received. It is important to be aware that candidates have just been exposed to triggers for severe mental and emotional trauma. Do not assume silence or outward calmness indicates acceptance. That's very true. It is essential to stress that all other options for combating the Pharaoh Plague and preserving the continuation of human life have been considered and found unworkable. Communicate this fact calmly, but clearly and firmly. Familiarize yourself with data on the catastrophic environmental impact of nuclear engagements versus the Swarm, Addendum B1, and unfeasibility of maintaining life in orbital, lunar, or undersea structures, Addenda C1, C2, C3, so that you can counter candidates' objections in depth. If a candidate asks for time alone to review supplementary information, allow this without hesitation. Be sure to inform security personnel so the candidate can be monitored for attempts at self-harm. Candidates should only be cleared to proceed to presentation 2 if you believe their mental state is sufficiently stable. Note that real-time support will be available via your focus. Security and medical crisis teams are data corrupted. Yeah, this really was thought through. Like, rarely do I ever hear about backstories where they mention about how people are affected mentally. And it really is incredible to, like, reading that and just being like, wow, like they really thought this through. Fantastic. Like that like that that gets a thumbs up for me big time. That's absolutely amazing. Interview,
I'm sure you now understand the urgency of why we
Okilo.
brought you here, Ms. Okilo.
Captain Okilo, are you trying to thank me for not resisting?
I believe we couldn't negotiate a diplomatic
Somehow I
solution.
forgot it stood
When it
for
came to my
captain.
country's lithium, it was always a swarm that would be sent to negotiate. Metallurgic International, U.S. Robot Command. The markings changed, but the robots were the
Wonder
same.
what's up there.
You have had considerable experience in
It was
human-robot
probably to
conflict.
like hide from them.
Yes, and I've got the prosthetic limbs to show it. Yet I continue to face this horror, even though the challenge was great. Cyber warfare. I thought Zero Dawn would be a Manhattan
Oh, there's more
project
up
to
here.
generate the deactivation codes. With the resources I had, I estimated code breaking to be a hopeless endeavor. I was almost looking forward to being proved wrong.
Unfortunately, your estimation was correct.
As your General Hera said. So then, you did not bring me here to commiserate. What is left? There is some mistake. I don't understand why I was brought here. Why would you show me these things?
I know that there's already a lot to take in.
In the waiting area, I was seated with a Nobel laureate in biophysics and a monk, I think. He spoke neither English nor Mandarin. It is very strange. And General Harris? What was he talking about? The robot swarm, the Pharaoh plague? I understand it is terrible, but it really cannot be stopped? Why tell us this? There are people in Shanghai, my friends, my family. They have joined Operation Enduring Victory already. It is for nothing? We will all die?
We're going to be able to answer some of these questions.
I just want to know why I am here. It doesn't make sense to me.
You were brought here because of your skill set.
No, that can't be right. I am an art historian. I know Dutch masters, Japanese calligraphy, Gerhard Richter. What does that matter now?
I really liked her voice. Okay, so we've got these things here and that's it. Okay. Interview.
That is accurate, yes.
So these mechanical monstrosities, they don't just kill people. They feed off them.
Not just
There's
people,
Australian
all
accent.
organic matter.
Every living thing dissolved into nutrients. Millennia of evolution liquefied. The miracle of life reduced to bloody biofuel.
In a word, yes.
Who did this? Pharaoh? That asshole. Is he here?
No, Doctor. Please.
Tell him Tom Pate wants a word. Now, get off! Get off! Doctor, please! You get Ted Pharaoh in here!
Damn. That reminded me of like his reaction to people being liquefied and whatnot. That reminds me of an episode of Doctor Who, and I don't want to compare, obviously, but like the reactions are very diverse. Yeah, like he was like outraged by that. Clearly, you would be, but with like the latest, not latest season, I guess you'd say that new season of Doctor Who or something like that. The newest Doctor. They was I can't remember the episode to be exact, but when they were finding out about people getting liquefied, the Doctor would usually respond in anger and rage, but instead she was just like, but this and that, and theorizing like other things, like it completely went over her head. And I was like, did we just skip the part where people being turned into liquid? It just reminded me of that. Travis Tate.
Want to discuss?
Whew. So Mama, she was right.
Pardon?
My mother, she took her Bible real serious. Not just Texas Bubble serious, Pentecostal serious. Favorite chapter? revelations. Now, I didn't always understand her on account of all that speaking in tongues and such, but when she did use her words, there was always end times this and lake of fire that on account of sinful lifestyles. Speaking of which, mind if I smoke?
A tobacco cigarette.
Sorry, darling. My taste run classic. Compliments to your team tracked me down. Been a price on my head 18 months now. Sterling Malky was me, don't mind admitting. Been plenty of snakesters chasing the bounty too. But I kept the zigging to their zag. How'd you finger me?
I believe Dr. Sobek listed you as an alpha candidate. Priority snatch and grab.
Always suspected she had a little thing for me. Hey, I don't suppose you got real coffee in this place? You know, blood coffee? Conflict cappuccinos?
Mr. Tate, I'm clearing you to proceed. Just go.
God, the counselor couldn't be asked to deal with him. Brad Andak.
Who previously worked for Faro Automated Systems.
On the Chariot Line self-replication routines. I came here thinking this was a rendition. When your people took me, I thought, about time. I've been trying to swallow the guilt every day since...
Would you like to take a moment?
No, I really hoped Zero Dawn was a way to undo it all. My work. And I'm sorry to say I was ever proud of it, but Ted could really sell a concept, and in the labs, in the light of creation, that first test run, when you saw they understood their own structures, could rebuild themselves from memory and light, there were no limits. God, there were no limits.
I must say, when it comes to like bright lights and all things that are like really colourful, in this game my eyes, they're not hurt much by it, but you get like super loud colours in certain games. But this is just nice and colourful and my eyes are not affected. They made this game in a way that no single person is responsible at their part in it.
Elizabeth Sobek.
You've heard the bad
There
news,
she is.
and it's all true. The Pharaoh Plague is devouring the biosphere. Life itself will cease to exist. But does that have to be the end? What if we could give life a future? What if we could build a kind of seed from which, on a dead planet, life could blossom anew? This is the aim, the hope, of Project Zero Dawn. To create a super intelligent, fully automated terraforming system and bring life back from lifelessness. What would such a system require? At its core, it would need a true AI, fully capable of making the trillions of decisions necessary to reconstitute the biosphere. An immortal guardian, devoted to the reflourishing of life. We call it Gaia. Mother Nature as an AI. But that's just the core of the system. She will need to be surrounded and empowered by a comprehensive suite of subordinate functions. Think of them as extensions of Gaia's mind, each dedicated to a specific purpose. Now, these aren't AIs, but make no mistake, each presents an engineering challenge more profound than anything the human species has ever before attempted. Hardware that preserves and then gestates the billions of seeds and embryos from which life will be reborn. The construction of underground facilities to hold it all. And that's just the start. We don't have to build the entire system. The beauty of a fully automated terraforming system is that it can build itself. Now, over the days to come, you'll learn how all these functions, all these pieces that you'll be working on, fit together. How we'll race the clock to execute our harvest initiatives, write the software, build the tech and the facilities. How we'll lock it down and seal it up before the inevitable occurs. But even more important, you'll know how it doesn't end here. How Gaia will generate those deactivation codes General Harris talked about, and build the transmission arrays to broadcast them, shutting down the Pharaoh robots for good. How Gaia will not just build, but imagine any conceivable robot it needs to do its work across centuries. From detoxifying the Earth's ravaged atmosphere and poisoned seas, to the regreening of the Earth from cryopreserved seed stalks, to rewilding the Earth with animal life. And then, when all that is done, how a new generation of human beings, spawned at cradle facilities around the globe, will partake of Apollo, the vast archive of human knowledge and cultural achievement from which they will learn of us, our world. And most important, how not to repeat our mistakes. It's not an impossible dream. It is within our grasp if we work tirelessly and stop at nothing to achieve it. We can't stop life from ending. But if you will help me, help Gaia, we can give it a future. Join me and help make that future real.
I just got chills. Wow.
The whole Earth destroyed, but then remade?
Yes. By a machine. A machine of creation.
Elizabeth did this. For life. For us. But why Hades then? If it was part of Gaia, how did it end up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh robot? And why does it want to kill me? And Apollo, the archive of knowledge, what happened to that?
I'm as confused as you are.
Maybe we'll find out.
Maybe the answers lie ahead.
That was a really, really well done cutscene. The timeline is 0 in 300 years, but we are 1,000 years in the future. There is a discrepancy of 700 years. Wow. This is so good. Make your selection. Uh-huh. I need the bathroom again, god damn it. Okay. Take a read of this and see. You are now in possession of information regarding the true nature and purpose of Project Zero Dawn. Classified far above top secret. As such, we regret that you cannot be allowed to leave this facility. There are 3 options available to you at this point. Please consider each carefully. Trained counselors are standing by to assist you in making your choice. Participation. You will be assigned to a sub-project team based on your area of expertise. You should be aware that the way forward will be difficult and the project's outcome is uncertain. You will be expected to work a minimum of 80 hours per week, and your communications with family members will be strictly limited and monitored in real time. Upon successful completion of the project, you and your immediate family, or 2 persons of your choosing, will be transferred to the Elysium sealed habitat to live out the remainder of your natural lives. Indefinite detention. Should you choose to decline participation in Project Zero Dawn, you will be confined indefinitely. You will be given 48 hours to reconsider, after which your decision to refuse participation will be considered irrevocable. Every reasonable effort will be made to make your team of confinement as comfortable as possible, but you will not be permitted contact with the outside world, and death within 18 months due to the Pharaoh Plague is inevitable. When the Zero Dawn facility is abandoned, detainees who wish not to opt for medical euthanasia will be released. So medical euthanasia. The information you have just received understandably calls into question the purpose of continuing to live. If you would prefer to end your life at this point, Pain-free medical euthanasia is available. 48-hour waiting period is required, during which time you may instead opt for participation or confinement. Please notify a counsellor when you're ready to make a choice, or if you have further questions. That's insane. So, you participate, or you choose not to, or you could just choose to die. And all of them sound bad. Obviously the last one just sounds insane. But what the heck? It's true, what choice do they have? That's crazy.
Of course I'll do it.
And if you don't participate, you're dead within 18 months.
The damage? I don't feel worthy of it,
So,
but I will do it.
survive and suffer,
I want to stress
slowly
that this was
die,
never about your
or
culpability.
die.
It is to me. Dr. Sobek, Margot, they were smart to get out of Pharaoh when they did, but not one of us took it as a warning sign. They just told ourselves that we're cut out for the BTRI cabals. That's the better than rapid innovation.
Inaccessible.
Better at competing, better than the next guy, a better killing
Oops,
machine.
didn't mean to do that.
It's just amazing how a century and a half of science fiction did nothing to swerve our species from the path of doom. I mean, I'm done with that life. I mean, I will work hard, twice as hard, to earn this, for my family to have a place in Elysium. I never thought that there could be atonement.
If you're still nauseous. No, the inhibitors have kicked in. I can't feel the back of my tongue. I wish I could tell you I'd believe in this. But the damage is too great, too extensive, too complete. With all respect to Dr. Sobek's work at Miriam, no. No. Life
doesn't
doesn't always
participate.
find a way to keep going. Sometimes it never comes back. Like Syzygy East. Like the Congo. Like Timo. Like us. That's our reward? A buried city full of terminal patients waiting out the clock?
You grow old together, with your loved ones, in safety.
I don't have loved ones. I suppose I could start a family?
I'm afraid not. All inhabitants of Elysium will be medically sterilized. A habitat capable of sustaining a starting base of 2,000 individuals for up to 100 years is a huge challenge, Dr. Alpert. If the population grows instead of diminishes, everyone will be dead inside 30 years.
I knew it. I just couldn't bring myself to say the words.
I'm sorry.
Finish it. Medical euthanasia.
Jesus.
I want no part of this. I just want it over.
I see. Protocols require a 48-hour waiting.
Oh, I shouldn't have done that, should I? Oh.
Protocols require a 48-hour waiting period, after which...
After which... And that's it? Oh my god. So she chose to die. That's... Your decision is final. I wonder why that text didn't come up. Did I mess it up? What was that? Oh, no. Oh, it ends that way, okay. Oh, collectible object. I do like my collectible objects. Stranded shackles. Oh. Can we look at those? God, this is so dark. Second of the Death Stranding Easter eggs. Oh, nice. Wait. Let me check something real quick. Hope I still have it. I do, thank God. I was worried I got rid of it. Okay, there's nothing in here. And so we're finding out about these people. And they're not good. Councillor guidelines. For debriefing after presentation 2, it is vitally important that candidates choose to participate in Project Zero Dawn voluntarily and knowingly, without additional coercion, and without value judgment on the part of their counsellor. Confirm for candidates that they were selected due to their skill sets and accomplishments. Emphasize that their dedicated participation in Zero Dawn will increase the project's chances of success. Frame participation in Zero Dawn as an opportunity to respond actively in the face of an overwhelming threat. Candidates may question the fairness of their selection, validate such objections as normal, even admirable responses, emphasize the value of candidates' expertise to the future, not just of humanity but terrestrial life as a whole. Likewise, candidates may balk at the morality of extending their lifespans and those of loved ones beyond 0 day, validate their hesitation, acknowledge that, while the reward of Elysium is not fair and it will be earned, if possible, redirect their ethical misgivings towards greater commitment to the project. When candidates challenge the plausibility of Project Zero Dawn, permit them to review Dr. Sobek's presentation as many times as they wish, and allow access to supplemental articles GO1 through P20. Allow them to suspend the interview to fully process this documentation. A significant minority of candidates will elect for medical euthanasia. It is important to receive the decision kindly and without judgment. Advise them for the 48-hour waiting period, during which counsellors will be able to discuss their decision. Emphasize that euthanasia will not occur without repeated consent when the procedure is scheduled to take place. No one will be euthanized against her or his will. God. Candidates who elect indefinite detention must be informed that they have 48 hours to reverse their decision, after which the decision, data corrupted. That is crazy.
See to make sure I behave this time?
Security, for your protection. Would you like to discuss how you're feeling?
Sure. I'll tell you. Surprised. No, flabbergasted. Like my own man would say, flabbergasted. That vein pumping in his forehead. I thought you people were just completely underprepared for a spaceflight project. But now I can see it's worse. Much worse. Sobek is a total fantasist, a dangerous fantasist. He's kind of blue skying. It's... Jesus. I'm sorry we wasted each other's time. I'm ready to leave now.
I'm afraid that's not possible.
Everything you're talking about here isn't possible.
I recommend you read the documents regarding your options.
I've seen enough. I'm getting out of here. What are you... You don't... Get your hands off me!
Oh. Completely forgot about that, sorry. So what happened to him if, probably something super dark. Detention, yeah.
You never know when I might need these.
Perfect. I'm gonna go grab the medicine I saw at the other side. I wonder if I can do that. I'll just quickly go do that. Oh, the wall. He's putting some building books, TV, and a PS9. A PS9. That would most likely be the case. There we go, that's better. Okay, let's get back to where we started. Oh! Did I miss that? Is that... Yeah, I did miss that. Huh. Oh.
Look, let's cut the mystery. You're building a colony ship. It's obvious. And it's not gonna fly. I mean, literally. Remember the
I never
Odyssey?
saw that
That
before.
multinational heap of space junk that's been in
That
graveyard orbit
explains
since
why
57?
I didn't
That
see him
went
before
nowhere
then.
real slow, and you have to get somewhere real fast. Do you have any
Right, this is
idea
part
the
one.
immensity of the
That
challenge
makes
to prep
sense.
a new colony ship in time?
I was
To
like,
be
oh,
clear, I'm
it's
not
a
a
new
worker
person.
on the project.
Didn't know about him.
Do you even understand how few people it could save? The whole generation ship concept is not gonna happen. It's the first thing you'd abandon in favor of embryonics. For that kind of storage, we're talking a lot of bulk, a lot of power, a lot of resources. So even if you do it, even if you build it and point it at Sirius X, there's no room for people on that thing, all right?
If you could try to remain calm.
You people are crazy if you think you're getting off this rock. No one's getting off.
Medical.
Jesus. Did I collect everything? I'm sure I have. I think that's everything. It's a really cool place. So much happening. Okay, let's go. He was part of the Odyssey project in 2015 for a Generation spaceship. Nice.
Intruder! Get her!
Come on, then.
Whatever you do, don't die now.
Not that one.
Nice going. Got stuck. Okay, those aren't working, so let's try something else. Nothing's working.
Let this slide.
Okay.
Go back.
Oh, I see. That explains it. Try the corruptions again. Keep missing. Keep missing. Oh, why am I on the tear blast arrows? There we go. Don't know why that wasn't working properly. Oh, God, Jesus. Stupid idiot. Why did you do that? Ah! Get away from me! Oh, you did your damage. Happy now? Oh wow, that really pissed me off. Oh. Where on earth do I go? I'm just gonna go nuts with the fire.
Grant me victory!
God. Yeah. Yeah. How does that feel? How does that feel? Hmm? How does that feel? How does that feel?
Just be my focus.
I had to be cocky. I had to. Good God. Wasn't like I couldn't jump down there, of course, because I'd die. There was just nowhere to go. Oh, maybe I could have like run in here. Okay, let's get those. Thank God they're here. That is Tom.
I hashed it out with them, what the point of Artemis was. I made it clear I wasn't on board for a global zoo. We haven't exactly proved ourselves to be great custodians in the past few thousand years. So the idea of a reconstituted biosphere, well, it's horrifying, isn't it? A complete horror show. We have no
so
right
much
to
hell.
take a best guess at this stuff. But the alternative? Nothingness. For there to have been all this and then nothing. And with Charles Ronson running the show, I respect him. He's got a passion to him. He's hot-blooded. So I said I'll do it. I'll put my all into this, literally. When the project is done, I'll take the medical option, thank you. Counselor said I might change my mind. I told him that he didn't know me very well then. For life's sake, I'll do the dirty work. But I want no part of this pathetic, attenuated future on offer. I'm an outdoors man. Never did like the feel of solid-state lighting on my skin. And a wee bit of a claustrophobe, anyway.
Me. Oh, so he chose the medical. That's Mr. I want to have a word with Ted Farrow. Oh, he chose medical. That's Christina.
Zero Dawn. He is art in a way.
Yeah, but after he did the project. Ah, okay.
Scale. But there is so much unfairness.
So he did change his mind in the
Why
end.
was I chosen? Was it decided by committee? By algorithm? My family will be saved because I happen to graduate in art history? Is this right?
Dr. Sauvé? Christina Sauvé?
Yes. met a man, another historian. His fields are Bauhaus and the New Materialists.
No, he
And
works for
once
the
attended
project
one
but
of my
declines
talks.
Elysium after.
Another
Oh, I
unfair
see.
chance. Of all the many people in that auditorium, that we should both be here now. And yet, I feel more accepting of my fate. No, it is not fair, not at all. But for the sake of my family, for the sake of art. Art is alive. It must be able to speak from beyond history and echo in the future, not perish into oblivion. This opportunity, I must do this.
So she participates. Travis Tate.
Now, those lame FBI black hats at Mockingbird back in the day, I enjoyed schooling them. But maybe I went in too hard on this poor counselor. She was cute, and just going down a checklist after all. Couldn't expect her to see how ridiculous Zero D's ambitions are. God's own budget thrown at a kid playing with a hologram sculptor? Palms up, honey. I'm just calling it like it is. Hey, look, Mom, I'm making nature. Now, if nature is so important, why not let nature take its course? Extinction? That's natural. Zero Dawn? No, ma'am, that ain't. Heck, it's so unnatural to be called an abomination back home, and you know it. That's why you're hiding it. Meanwhile, my little honey of a counselor, she's munching the inside of her cheek. Bad habit. She chewed one of her nails, too, just one. Not your day, was it, little sweet pea? Saw her quota slipping away. Said, I assume you intend to decline the assignment, Mr. Tate. You kidding me? 18 months hard labor in exchange for 30 years lounging around Elysium watching porn? Sign me up.
He has a point. Locked up for 70 years without a chance to escape. What will you do? Play new games, read new books. Yeah. That's very interesting. Got a lot of things here. Okay, can't get those. Outfit weave. Wait, no. Another outfit weave. Weapon coil. More of these, more of these. Okay, what have we got? Resist shock and corruption. I've got resist freeze, so let's have a look. That's corruption. I have 28. So resist freeze. That's 29. I'll keep him for now, because I want to get the Tinker skill.
Nutritious.
Okay. More health. Yay. Okay, we can't go through here, of course.
Here we go.
Oh my.
Another one of these. I need to find the right configuration.
Secure encryption port with holographic display. Data shows required settings for nearby hollow locks. Ooh. So the one in the middle isn't red, but these, okay. I'll look at the notes first before I
Hey,
go on.
I'm done with Brett's incompetence, okay? Somehow, he managed to install an H-emitter node backwards. Everything's in reverse. I don't get paid to clean up Brett's messes. If you want it fixed, send him up to storage for a new emitter, not me. Parker out.
There's a part missing. Maybe there's a storage area nearby.
Ah. I was saying earlier, the game is very careful to not make this a points finger. He did this, so he's responsible. We others aren't. Yeah. It's really cool. Down and right.
Done. I should check the door nearby.
I'm liking this quest so far. Really liking it. It's really really well thought out, and it's really interesting listening to these stories. Because it really gives you more of an insight of what went down. Like all those years ago. So many years ago. And it's kind of scary to think about too. Because it kind of makes you think, you know, what if this is our future? Like if it ends up actually happening, then it's just...
Got too much already.
Scary thought. Let me check my inventory. Just check I don't have too many things. I'll have to see if I can... Let me check my resources. So I need boar bone. Yeah, I need to increase my resources. Oops, a daisy.
Found one. Looks intact.
Emitter. This really is a cool game. I'll say it once and I'll say it again. I'm really glad that I picked this game up. I really love, like, I love games that are story driven, especially games like this. Like, they've just done a great job. Oh, I see what they've done here. It's upside down. So are my eyes. You realise this newspaper's upside down, sir? So are my eyes. Okay, and then that one is up still. That one is right, and the other one is down.
That did it.
Nice.
The door should have power.
Now to see what lies beyond it.
Yeah. Just checking anything else here. Wait, is it not? Oh no, we just went through that door, didn't we? Yeah. It's the one up here. Just make sure I got everything. Okay. Oh, hello there.
Eclipse. They're here.
Avoid contact.
Lines look good.
Gaia. It's up there. Second floor.
Can you reach it?
So much for avoiding contact.
We'll have to fight them. Yeah. Almost. Crap. I tried to get his thing.
Try.
Oh, fire! Fire! Forgot. Hey! Ah, dearie me. There we go. Whee! Oh, we did it again. Why? I aim at, like, with the arrow, and then she lets go. I don't know why that's happening. Gah! Oh, nice dodge there, my dude. What is happening? There we go. Ugh. Okay, these will have to do. There we go. Ah, dick. Nice try.
I don't get it.
Which part? It's a little technical at places.
If Gaia was designed to save life, why would the robots it makes attack people?
Perhaps it loves some forms of life more than others.
The derangement. The machines weren't always so angry.
True.
Hephaestus
Mostly they were
makes
docile
all the
until 10,
machines.
15 years ago.
For years, Hephaestus has been forcing cauldrons to make aggressive machines. I've seen it myself, in the cauldrons. Stalkers, Ravagers, the Thunderjaw. How could it do that? And why?
Why indeed?
15 to 20 years ago. How old is Aloy? I heard she's like 19 or something. Heard she's like 19. Yeah, I'm hoping that I hope that I got to record like the rest of what happened. She's 18, 19. She must be, as she did the proving. Ah. I really hate that when I stream. I'm unaware that I disconnect, and it only will tell me after 5 minutes or so. Like, it will just come up saying like you've been disconnected, but it doesn't do that right as I disconnect. And it really bugs me because I could be in the middle of something really cool and then it will cut out, and I hate that. And even when I'm recording, that cuts out too. Yeah, I was watching it back and it disconnected in the middle of the fight. But I wish it wouldn't do that, because I don't know that I disconnect. And I wish it would just tell me that, instead of me just going on and then all of a sudden it will say, oh, disconnected. And then I'll look through it and I'm like, oh, it cut all of that out? No! And I check for the recordings too, and I'm like, it should still be recording, because I still have like recording showing, but then it doesn't record the rest of it as well, which is bizarre. But anyway, full steam ahead. So fingers crossed it doesn't happen again. So from Elizabeth Stoback to Margot Shin. Full steam ahead. Margot, if I doubted your brilliance in the slightest, I wouldn't have picked you as the Hephaestus Alpha. You need to stop worrying about your age and communication style. You are who you are. Have confidence in yourself. You know what you're doing. Case in point, the latest draft of your plan for the construction and stocking of bootstrap silos to store raw materials is excellent. This, combined with your design for the AM Foundry core and the Foundry site selection plan, add up to a comprehensive plan. It's time to start construction. One detail: consult with Aomide Oculo before you finalize the silo inventories. Hephaestus' first task will be to fabricate the robots that will construct the waveform broadcast towers Minerva will use to transmit the deactivation codes, so any exotic materials needed for the towers should be accounted for in the inventory plan, Elizabeth. And I saw something over here.
These shapes, I've seen them before. In a cauldron.
You've been inside a cauldron.
An abandoned one, yes.
So cauldrons. They belong to Gaia.
It would appear so. The birthing places of her machines.
Simulation results. So from Margot to Elizabeth. Wow, you weren't kidding about Gaia's predilection for animal morphologies. Sure, not totally unexpected given the rough natural terrain her bots will have to navigate, but I agree that there's something deeper going on here. Her designs aren't just functional, they feel almost like, well, tributes is the word that comes to mind. Sorry. Excuse me. So she's already mourning their loss, and not just for the disappearing fauna of our time, but creatures from the fossil record too. References to megafauna in some of her designs, so cool. Well, whatever Gaia thinks up, Hephaestus will empower her to build it. I just wish we could still be around in a century or two to see what she makes, Margot. At least Aloy is seeing it. Bunker door. Okay. And there was this hollow projector here. I guess, does that bring that back up?
Hello,
or,
I'm
yeah.
Margot Shen, and this is Hephaestus. As the name might
I'll
tip
play
you
this
off,
again because
this is
it
going to be the
disconnected.
subordinate function that Gaia will use to make lots and lots of robots. Her personal forge. Except, it's not that simple. So like, you probably noticed that only about a third of you are robotics engineers. The rest, experts in machine cognition, virtual heuristics, that stuff. Well, that's because we aren't going to be the ones designing and building robots. The last thing we want is to burden Gaia with a bunch of outmoded 21st century designs. A waste of time. Our purpose is to empower Gaia to build the robots. And not just build, imagine, from scratch. Any robot she needs for any conceivable purpose, designed and fabricated at a snap of a finger. Hers. Her finger. So, Hephaestus isn't really the forge. It's more like the knowledge of craft and ingenuity of a mastersmith to wield the hammer. Encoded as software. Virtual creativity made real. Gaia's already learning. In simulation, she's doing some very creative things with fractal assembly and animal morphologies. Her designs aren't about to win the Liam Prize anytime soon, but hey, everyone has to start somewhere. So, yes, time to get started. Let's do this.
I'm glad I was able to replay that again. Okay, anything in here? I'll check that crate. I think that's everything. Alright, let's move on. And fingers crossed nothing happens, please. with my stream, not the game. Can we scan that? No, we can't. Find the entrance to Sobek's office. Ah yes, we're up here now.
I think this is it. Elizabeth Sobek's office. But it's sealed off. There's got to be a way inside.
Keep looking.
You got it. Let me just see what's in here. Oops.
More eclipse.
Careful now.
I see them. Ooh, that's very pretty. Next is Apollo and Minerva. This is so pretty.
Welcome to Apollo, the collective memory of the human species and the wellspring of knowledge for future generations. I am Samina Ebaji. Until recently, I was director of the International Collective Memory Institute in New Tehran. As a heritage professional, I devoted my career to the preservation of human knowledge, creative endeavor, and cultural achievement. Apollo is, therefore, the ultimate embodiment of a lifelong passion, albeit under the very worst circumstances imaginable. The challenges before us are immense. Specifically, we will have to design and implement 4 major initiatives simultaneously. First, the construction of data repositories in cradle facilities around the world, ensuring redundancy. Second, the collection and processing of a projected 180 million discrete data entries. 42 zettabytes of data in Mandarin, English, Spanish, and Arabic. Third, the transferal and encoding of all that data onto DNA encapsulated in synthetic fossils. The only medium capacious and durable enough to safeguard it without degradation for the centuries to come. And last, but not least, the development of the holographic interface and gamified curricula, by which future humans will commune with Apollo, progressively unlocking heuristic learning modules, leveling up their knowledge and skills they will need to take control of the terraforming system. That is the future towards which all of our efforts will be directed. Not just the preservation of the past, but the seed for the flourishing of a new tree of knowledge. Welcome, and let us begin.
That was really cool. I don't know why, but for some reason her voice was reminding me of Overwatch. Reminded me of Athena. Encapsulated DNA. From Samina Ebaji to Elizabeth Sobek. And the winner is Encapsulated DNA. Over the past 10 days, I performed an exhaustive review of data storage solutions, magnetic, optical, quantum. Even that Eternity tech, the FAS, was shilling a year or so ago. But every other solution has one or more fatal shortcomings. Too heavy to transport, too massive to install in the allotted space, too power intensive over the centuries, too prone to failure past 300, 400 years, etc., etc. Encapsulated DNA will easily hold the 40 plus zettabytes we're projecting for Apollo. There are still many details to finalize, of course. To start with, we need to select the inner material in which we embed the molecules, already testing 16 candidate materials, as well as design and fabricate the power systems, and sealed reliquaries that will keep the DNA at negative 18 degrees for 1,000 plus years. So long as I assure you that it didn't factor into my decision, may I confess that I deem it entirely fitting, indeed propitious. I never hear these words before, so I'm like, propitious that we will be using the very building blocks of life to preserve human knowledge from mechanized extinction. It's not just ironic but heroic. Life as the hero beating back the forces of oblivion. In any case, much to do. Until next time, peace be with you, Samina. Well, it's known that information can be stored in DNA, and it survives for 350 to 500 million years, as we have dino DNA and older. Science is so cool. Apollo update. So from Samina to Elizabeth, Apollo update. Over the past 2 months, the full benefit of our procurement of a copy of the Homer archive from Var Zenith has made itself known, and as a result, all of Apollo's key deliverables are on schedule. Apollo has already surpassed 40 million discrete data entries and continues to grow. The physical science modules are effectively complete with soft science modules close behind. World history, cultural data, and media archives are also on schedule. Language preservation is wrapping up, a bit ahead of schedule due to falling short of our goal to preserve 4,500 languages. I suppose the tragic early loss of Papua New Guinea doomed that goal from the outset. With attendant curricular development about to begin, speaking of the heuristic curricula, they are performing well in testing, with children and adolescents demonstrating high levels of engagement with and trust in the Aristotle and Aspasia personae. Personally, I find them highly engaging, especially when they debate. I wish half my professors had been so entertaining. Peace be with you, Samina. That said, Jurassic Park can't work. Yeah, we have DNA but not all intact. Difference between a full book and many recovered single pages. It's just amazing. The thing with history and science just impresses me so much. Just how we're able to uncover and discover so many amazing things. Like, it's just, it amazes me every time. It's just what I love about games like this.
Move along now.
Eh? I want to do this as carefully as I can. Nope. 1, 2, and 2 over there. Where is that one with the gun? He's over there, okay. You saw nothing. You saw nothing. Yes. Ah.
That's the last of them.
Whee!
On once more.
In what should have been a cave of wonders. Look around. See if anything is left.
That was a lot better. I remember General Harris weeks ago asked for a final note to archive. Okay. I don't want this Deathbringer gun. I just want shards. At the location he died, yeah. Is there anything here? No. What was that? No. That note is here. Oh, cool. He's got something I'll have to look at.
I'd have to touch something.
Oh. Oh. Must be the other location. Oh yeah. Oh. What was that noise? Polished ancient charm. Gonna get rid of some stuff, I think. Yes. Okay. Harris testimonial. 15th of January, 2066.
Dr. Sobek, please archive this testimonial in Apollo. Cross-reference to all mentions of my name and Operation Enduring Victory. My name is General Aaron Harris. From 2060 to 2066, I served as the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, the highest-ranked officer of the United States Armed Forces. The tenure of my command included strategic planning and oversight of Operation Enduring Victory, a falsehood perpetrated on the civilian populations of the United States and other nations during the last 14 months of life on this planet. Before the Pharaoh Plague, I did my job and did it well. I was bold and decisive, crafty in political maneuvers. It wasn't an accident that I rose to my position and became the commander of the largest mechanized force ever assembled. But to what end? My only lasting achievement was the extinction of life on Earth. And my one redeeming act, if any, was to delay that extinction by days or weeks, by throwing more death at it. It is my hope that there will be no need for men like me in the world to come. If you are one of the people of that future world listening to this message, please know that I am sorry, and that I wish you well. Sincerely, Aaron Harris.
Damn. He understood that he was responsible for the plague and partly responsible. Wow.
Welcome
hello.
to Hades.
Oh, it's you.
Zero Dawn's Extinction Failsafe Protocol. The ultimate killer app. Now, I know what you're thinking. The purpose of Gaia is to resurrect
He
life.
signs this with
So
his
why give her a
military
subordinate
rank,
function,
just
only
his
purpose
name.
of which is to wipe out life all over again? I mean, what the? What? Just plumb crazy, ain't it? Well, no, it isn't. Reconstituting a biosphere? That's a tall order. Tech smart as Gaia may be, odds are she won't get it right the first time. I mean, imagine your Gaia 200 years from now and this new biosphere growing, it's all gone wrong. Alkalines are skyrocketing, coniferous forests eroding under the lash of superstorms that would have drowned Noah. It's chaos. Spinning top that won't stop wobbling. Now what are you gonna do? Release phase 1 organisms into that hot mess? Hope their CO2 and methane can balance out what you got started? Hell no. What you're gonna do, Gaia, is step aside while Hades takes over and does what you're just too darn nurturing and life-loving to do, which is burn that misbegotten mess of a biosphere to the ground so Gaia can start over. Okay, not burn, more like reverse terraforming operations and suffocating. But you get the idea. Hades takes the biosphere back to zero. Square one, blank slate. And then, only then, does it hand the steering wheel back to Gaia and say, Try again, old girl. And better this time, or we'll have to do this again. That's Hades. It's pretty badass when you think about it. Extinction on demand. Death on speed dial. All for the greater good, of course, but still, kind of metal. So welcome to Hades. Welcome to the void.
Okay,
Jesus.
so if that's the original purpose of Hades, why does it want me extinct?
We need more data.
And how does it end up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh Titan, getting worshipped by the Eclipse like some kind of god?
I'm learning as you are, Aloy. Keep searching.
I'm learning too. Noise complaints. From Travis Tate to Elizabeth. Color me confused. Should I give him like a... Should I just give him a funny voice? Color me confounded, Lizzie. Bashcore? Anyone who says the old TT codes to Bashcore is straight up lying. And you know it. Old Trev does... and I can't. Old Trev don't have no truck with commercialized razzle-dazz. Nah. Heck, I'd rather guzzle a liter of Citarum runoff than listen to Grey Swarm for 30 seconds. Hand to God and swear on my mama's grave. And she was religious. Nah, that ain't Bashcore blasting the Hades lab, shaking the walls, rattling folks' teeth. It's death metal, girl. Classical music. 80s and 90s mostly. Got me some Dutch deathcore, some Japanese gore grind, some Swedish cannibal theme stuff too. Jesus Christ. Stop by if you want to listen. Or heck, just come within 50 meters of the lab. Ain't no Bashcore, you'll see. Or hear, rather, in the screech that rends the air, and feel in the throbbing pulse of the floor and walls and ceiling swallowing you up like you was Jonah trapped in the gullet of gothic deathfish. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. As for those requests to turn it down, no can do, Lizzie. This is how I code. Turn down my death metal. Might as well give up stimulants, chocolate malts, and industrial accident vids. Last I heard, we were supposed to be coding Hades down here. Am I really supposed to code an extinction protocol without death metal to inspire me? No, I don't think so. Stay cool, Trav. What a douchebag. Hades protocol. Tate here, just popped 3 blues, but I earned it. Finally figured out a Goldilocks solution to Gaia's rather extreme executive authority. If that ain't worth 10 to 12 hours of dream time, what is? Before this, every usurpation protocol I designed failed in simulation because it was either too hard or too soft. Too hard, and it degraded the Gaia core. Sure, it pried her figurative fingers off the figurative driving wheel, so Hades could take control, but by breaking her fingers sometimes, her arms too, so that couldn't fly, everything depends on Gaia taking control after Hades has done its business, so I had to find a solution that didn't leave Gaia any worse for the wear. Too soft, and Gaia only pretended to relinquish control. In simulation after simulation, Hades would take command of the terraforming system and reverse operations, only to have Gaia lurk in the background, quietly re-reversing processes and falsifying telemetry to hide its interference. Sneaky. I swear, ain't nothing Gaia wouldn't do to keep life going, even when it's just simulated plant life. Turns out the just right solution is to isolate Gaia in a protective code shell, preserving its integrity, then unseat it from command position so Hades can slip into the figurative captain's chair and work its magic. Those blues are coming on strong now, so I'm not really describing it so clear, but pretty sure it will work. Yeah, those blues are plenty strong. Guess it's time to sleep in bed. I'll back to it tomorrow, alligators. Oopsie-daisy. God. This is important. He's doing his job, not sabotaging it. Yeah. Archive abuse. So from Samina to Travis, archive abuse. Mr. Tate, this mail concerns Apollo Archive submission 000023876. Your 666th submission in just 5 days. And oh, what a doozy. Despite earlier warnings... Stop yawning! Every time I try and read. Oh, dearie me. Despite earlier warnings, RE inappropriate materials, you chose to submit 265 holographic remasters of acknowledged classics of extreme exploitation cinema. Allow me then to thank you on 2 counts. 1. For giving me the pleasure of rejecting your submission, thereby consigning your favourite Eastern European torture flicks and their ilk to the dust heap of oblivion. It truly warms my heart to know that I have saved future humanity from the ordeal of experiencing not just one, but all 16 installments of making a millipede. Don't worry, the Pasolini material has already been preserved. Extreme perhaps, but art. 2. For clarifying a concept that has so long been an ambiguous and ethically fraught for archivists such as myself, the definition of obscenity. You have freed me from the subjective quagmire embodied in Judge Potter's famous utterance. I know it when I see it. Thanks to you, I can now apply a single objective criterion. If Travis Tate submitted it, it's obscene. Accordingly, I have directed Apollo staff to summarily reject all of his future submissions, sight unseen. Perhaps you might invest the time you would have spent preparing further submissions on, oh, I don't know, your assigned work? We have a world to save after all, or the rest of us do anyway. Dr. Sabina Ebaji. We got there in the end. I really hope that this doesn't happen again, especially if it's something important.
Looks like the only way onwards.
Oh, did I miss anything? Hello.
Welcome to Eleuthia, the crown and king of Gaia's subordinate functions. For it is by Eleuthia that the human race will continue to exist. I am Patrick Brochard-Klein, the Alpha in charge of this program. Now let one thing be perfectly clear from the outset. Eleuthia is not a genetic engineering project. Our goal is to preserve the human genome, not alter it. A snapshot of human genetic diversity, literally frozen in time. The genetic quintessence of our species, unmodified. Under my watch, our activities and initiatives will comply with the 2034 clone provisions and the 2048 Raleigh Accords. Now that may seem a quaint, even trivial concern to you in light of present circumstances, but as one of the authors of the Accords, it is far from trivial to me.
Go away.
The practical challenges before us are staggering in scope and complexity, but not insurmountable. No. Global collation and provisional storage of zygotes, perfection of exogenic technologies, design and perfection of servitors to provide nurture and inculcation during early child development. All of these program components must and will proceed in tandem. To say nothing of the breakneck construction of cradle facilities at sites around the world. So, si vous êtes prêts, let us begin.
I would have been able to have heard all of that, but I have got a fly that just likes to fly in front of my face. And now it's decided to just disappear. Yeah. Thanks for that, fly. Oh, what is that?
Are these...
Ooh, Eleuthia Motorwave.
Artificial wombs. machines to spawn a new generation of human beings.
What? That's insane. This game sets strict boundaries. They cut off all wrong ideas right away, like genetic engineering. FZ Chambers. So, from Patrick to Elizabeth. The ectogenic chambers arrived 2 days ago. I've spent the last 36 hours examining them and poring over technical documentation. Their revelation, astonishing. I don't know what you had to give. Sorry. Don't know what you had to give Far Zenith in trade to get these chambers, but it was worth it. In a single leap, the embryologists have vaulted past 50 years of technological shortcomings. The risks of ECMO resolved. Nutrition delivery resolved. Hormonal stability resolved. 12 other risk areas resolved. Before I examined these chambers, I considered the Odyssey to be a fool's errand. But if the rest of FZ's technology is at this level, well, a human colony around Sirius doesn't seem so impossible after all. Mass fabrication of the chambers will present a number of challenges, but I'm confident they can be resolved. I'm going to rest for a few hours, then get back to it. Expect a fabrication plan within 48 hours. Fly, will you please? Fuck off. Thank you. I'm losing it. Oh, god damn it. Okay. I'm enjoying this quest and I want to play through it. And I don't want to miss a thing. Cradle Servitor Personae. That sounds very fancy. Development of the artificial personae for Cradle Servitors. Nurturer Disciplinarian Healer continues at a good pace. Is from Patrick to Elizabeth. We are targeting Turing 0.4 for these constructs. This should allow low-grade empathy and limited improvisation without undermining adherence to codified behavior sets. The stimulus-driven switching of personae, however, is proving to be a greater software challenge than anticipated, especially concerning our entrenched feedback loops between the disciplinarian and healer personae. I have also attached the reports from an incident where a servitor running the mother personae intervened on a disciplinarian servitor's behavior. A parental argument, if you will. Amusing on first glance, perhaps but deeply concerning. I have attached a comprehensive plan for correcting these interactive protocol shortcomings in just Data Corrupted. That's just me reading, and then I'm just like, in just, and then you see the, like, ugh. Okay. I must find a way to try and stop that if I can. Because I might have looked it up before.
Should have brought a cart.
What am I doing? Okay, from Patrick. Cradle sealed. Elufia 01 was successfully sealed before the swarm advancing across Xinjiang province could detect it. Ping back from crucial systems is good. For our maiden voyage, a success. Regards my disputes with the betas over zygote selection. Of course I understand we have limited overhead to run simulations of gene flow in our future humans. But we can all agree there is margin for refinement in future cradle populations. Donk. In addition to personally overseeing completion of the Elufia 02 site inside Mount Namuli, I will formulate and propose a modified zygote selection plan within the week. Sweet. Did we get through that? I hope we did. That's everything. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. I think we looked in here. Yeah, we did. FYI, Zygo is the first joined cell. Right.
Cradle facilities. Elizabeth said a new generation of humans would be spawned inside such places.
She did.
Oh, Mother Mountain. It was one of them?
There's only one way to be sure.
The hatch wouldn't open. Something about a corrupted Alpha registry. I need to search Elizabeth's office.
Yay. Oh. So we're in here now.
Pure logic won't cut it, Ted. To pull this off, Gaia's going to need to have some skin in the game. It has to care.
What if it runs amok? Have we learned nothing from our mistakes?
Your mistakes, I think you mean?
All I'm saying is give it a kill switch.
She was just born, Ted. I'm not gonna put a gun to her head while she's still in the cradle.
You talk like it's a child. What if it becomes a monster?
Elizabeth,
Jesus.
may I speak outside protocol?
Of course, Gaia, go on.
I'm sorry to contradict you, but Mr. Farrow's argument is sound. At this point, the development of my psyche is not entirely predictable. To ensure preservation of life, a hardwired override is, I believe, a necessary safeguard.
There. Satisfied, Ted?
Jeez, Liz, just do what it says.
Why do I get the feeling this baby is probably us?
Looks like it used to hold something. Some component that got removed.
This one is important, they argue, and Ted does not care about winning the argument.
Nuts would benefit from antilopinae morphologies, though Campbell forms show superior load-bearing capability.
You're a quick study, Gaia.
Dr. Sobek, as I have conducted this comparative analysis of mammalian morphologies, I have gathered extensive data on the quaternary extinction event.
Oh? And your assessment? Gaia?
Logically speaking, the extinction was a natural consequence.
And yet,
I find the loss of megafaunal species unaccountably sad. That they passed forever into oblivion causes me to experience a grief that is difficult to describe. Am I malfunctioning?
No, Gaia, you're not. This is good. It's very good.
I'm really loving these.
You will undergo a brief period of unconsciousness during relocation to Prime and final instatement.
Elizabeth, may I speak outside protocol?
When you're back up and running at the new site, we'll bring the subordinate functions online and see where we stand.
Elizabeth, I detect distress. Are you all right?
I'm fine.
I realize that circumstances compel us to launch earlier than we hoped, but all subsystems are operational. The odds stand in our favor.
But what if... Gaia, there's nothing left out there.
You can't even survive unless you're wearing an environmental suit. There are billions dead, in fear and agony. What if it was all for nothing?
Elizabeth, extinction was inevitable. Thanks to you, life will have a future.
You really believe that?
This is 0 day.
In you, all things.
Oh, it's gone. That's better. Well, not really, but it's the last day of the project. 0 day technically is all life is dead. Good lord. Wow, we're in our office. So cool. Activate last, it triggers a cutscene. Okay. Oh, that thing there. Okay. Odyssey has failed. Oh, it's a short one. Yay. To all alphas. Or, some terrible news, I'm afraid. Far Zenith has informed me that the Odyssey mission has failed. Last night, telemetry indicated a catastrophic antimatter containment failure as the drive spun up to depart the solar system. The ship, its crew, its cargo of zygotes and seeds, its alpha build of Apollo, all were lost. Zero Dawn is now the only hope for the continuation of the human species and earthly life. We must succeed, Elizabeth. Damn. Flies, schedule, please go away. That was the generation ship from the 2050s that was parked in orbit and restarted as a second try. Artemis status from Charles Ronson. It's coming along, Liz. I'm positive about it. If those words can still mean anything, had my sleeves rolled up negotiating with frozen Suze. Will you piss off? Damn flies. Oh my god. Where was I at? Frozen Suze for their samples. So many species trapped in ghoulish hologram dioramas, suspended in what-ifs, more than 14,000 that went extinct between 2000 and 2043. We've started mapping out primary succession, selecting the pioneer organisms for a balanced and sustainable biosphere, microorganisms and insects, rabbits and hawks, foxes and wolves. Thousands more that will have to wait their turn until our new generation can be entrusted with the duty of restoring them, so they can return to a world that, this time, will understand the concept of conversation before it's too late. There's already been too many too late. We lost a whole collection team during the swarm breakthrough in Myanmar. The samples we lost there were, well, irreplaceable. But thanks to you, Liz, the circle of life will bend, not break. The Earth was a lifeless rock before, and someday it will be again, but not now, not like this, not on our watch. Ronson. The game also removes the possibility of a coloniship with humans. I think that's everything. Access. Just double check. Okay.
The Alpha Registry master file.
Intact?
Yeah. No signs of corruption.
Then what are you waiting for? Copy the file.
With this, I can restore the registry at the hatch inside Allmother. Open it. Go inside.
And grasp the secrets within.
Where I was born. Maybe who gave birth to me.
Who? Are you really so naive? There will be no who waiting for you there, Aloy. Whatever birthed you into the world was a what, not a who.
You bastard.
Oh no, I had a legitimate birth. It's you, Aloy, who are the creation of a machine. But what kind of machine and why? Why were you created?
Uh-oh.
Eclipse.
You need to get out of there. What you found is too valuable. You're too valuable.
Oh dear. Hi there. Hello.
Still alive.
Hellas.
Good. I have a more suitable death in mind for you, child.
Not the face, please. Discovered the truth. He killed Rost. Oh, it was him. Ah, yes. Why are they gonna kick me in the face? This is a very delicate face.
My entire life, I've always known one thing with prophetic certainty. That I was destined for glory as a great champion of the sun. Even when Jiran was murdered. Even when Meridian fell. I never doubted my destiny. Until you came along.
Your focus.
When I heard that you had survived, a doubt took root in my mind.
There's no way we can reach it.
As sure as the sun rises and falls each day, those I am bade to kill die. And yet I failed. How? Why? With each dig site you attacked, each loyal soldier you killed, this pestering doubt grew. It grew when High Priest Bahavas went missing. And when the true Sun King Itamen was snatched away. It not only grew, but multiplied. I kept thinking of the moment my knife pierced your throat. One twist. A simple tug of the blade, and you would have bled out. In slaughter, I am a practiced hand. So why hesitate? Why fail my destined purpose?
Trying to bore me to death. Rost, you knew it was wrong. Trying to bore me to death. You knew it was wrong.
I guess even a monster like you can have a glimmer of conscience. You didn't kill me right away. Turn your face to the sun, child. Dressing up murder as religious sacrifice so you could feel better about it?
No. I never doubted the righteousness of killing you. And yet, your words touch close to the truth. In my heart, I deemed the order to kill you unworthy of me. You were just a savage girl. So I thought at the time. Even still, I aimed to kill you, and yet did not. This failing troubled my thoughts, haunted every step. It was only when I captured you, down in that place, that I finally glimpsed the sun's design etched at length across the course of events. You were meant to survive that day on the mountain. Meant to interfere at dig sites and kill my men. Meant to eliminate High Priest Bahavas. Meant to snatch Itamen away. Conversely, I was meant to capture you. Here. So that you might die as a sacrificial offering to the sun. Everything as it was meant to be. Predestined and preordained.
You're a thug, you're a fool, you're a puppet. I mean, he's a fool for thinking so, but I'd say he's a puppet.
Some destiny. You're following orders, not some grand cosmic design. You're a puppet, with Hades yanking the strings. A pawn pushed around by larger forces. It'd be laughable if there weren't so much killing involved. Hades is an ancient machine, not the buried shadow of Karja myth. It doesn't care about Meridian. It wants to kill everything and everyone. And you are its dutiful slave.
I serve not the buried shadow, but the sun in shadow. All halves of nature joined to one cause. Shadow to sun, dark to light.
Do you really not hear how ridiculous that sounds? You've gone from serving an insane homicidal Sun King to an insane homicidal machine. You're moving down in the world, not up.
I'll remember those words as I watch your corpse burn. Whatever's left of it.
Damn.
You fail to grasp the point. As surely as you've been conquered, so has all doubt. And with certainty of belief comes unstoppable force.
Then get this cage and put your faith to the test. See if things work out like you expect.
The circle has closed. Every element is in its proper place, exactly where it belongs. The errant beast, now caged, will serve her true purpose. A sacrificial animal. Oh, speaking of
For
sacrifice,
no doubt, he talks about doubt
I
a
forgot
lot.
to tell you. After you crashed the Eclipse network, I sent messengers into the east to rally the forces there and mount an invasion of the sacred land.
Oh.
I ordered every Nora killed. I was hoping to catch you there, but alas, it all seems to have been unnecessary.
Their irrelevant, needless slaughter, they cast me out. Yeah, the slaughter's needless.
Why butcher dozens of innocents for no gain? It's a waste of effort.
You're right. I won't even be there to enjoy it. In any case, I couldn't recall the order even if I wished to. Thanks to your destruction of the network, communication over distances is impossible. You not only doomed yourself, but an entire tribe. Do we not see the scorching judgment of the sun in these events? Your focus. Such a powerful device, isn't it? And yet,
no.
So fragile.
No.
So you see, this time, I did not hesitate.
It's fine, I'll just steal yours.
The knife has already been twisted.
Uh-oh. Well. Who's taking over? Oh boy.
Rejoice! Our years in shadow are over. A new dawn trembles on the horizon. A new day soon to break. And when it does, the false Sun King will be dead, and Holy Meridian ours once more. In this, I have become an instrument of prophecy. All halves of nature join to one cause. Shadow to sun, light to dark, night to day. Behold!
Oh god. Wait a minute. He's there, how dare he? Two Deathbringers?
Can you not see the
oh, no,
proof
not
of the
Deathbringers.
sun's blessing before your eyes?
Oh, I forgot their bloody names.
These, proud in broad light of day. Were they not approved by the
Corruptors,
sun
that's the one.
and joined to our cause?
Oh god, there it is. There's the Behemoth.
Many years ago, to consecrate this great ring, the Radiant Turan ordered
We gotta fight that, haven't we?
crushed beneath the
Don't-
hooves of the behemoth.
Oh, you made it corrupt. Oh no.
But it is mightier still. Infused.
It's a good thing I fought one in my spare time, so I'll know what to do.
Who schemed and slithered be the
Hopefully.
first to die.
They burn well, they do, yeah.
Let her be the first of thousands.
I hope I can have my weapons. Oh god. This is gonna suck. Oh Christ. Oh no.
I'll never beat that thing without weapons. My weapons are up on the platform. There's no way out of this room. Maybe I could use its strength against it.
Oh.
I wasn't built to take a behemoth's charge either.
Well, at least I got oh, it's all the way over there, okay. Ah, I tried to roll it, but I didn't.
I should try luring the behemoth into the pillars. It's down.
Yeah, let's go. Go on, Aloy. You have to remove 3. Yes, let's go. You have to remove 3. How come? Are you not entertained?
Hey! Guess who got our weapons back?
Yeah.
Now you're just a big dumb target. Come and get it! Those components on the sides of its head. They've got something to do with his lift attacks. Freeze canister on its hips. Cryo arrows should set it off. That canister on its belly. Looks important.
Beep. No, it's not working. Beep. The dodging, no. Ah, no. Let's go. Yes. Let's go. Yeah.
Silence.
I'm so glad I practiced fighting those in Corruption Zone.
Shadows. Kill her.
Ah, wonderful.
Kill her.
Why leave it to them? Come get me yourself!
Yeah. Yes. Whee. First time actually meeting him, right? Not just a holographic display of him this time. Oh damn. Oh damn. This is insane. Oh my god. Oh wow. That was so good. Oh, that was so good. Wow. I enjoyed that so much. Hello, Silence. We meet.
So you're here. Really here. You risked your life.
Of course I did.
So cool.
If you'd been killed, the Nora's Sacred Mountain would never have given up its secrets.
Too bad you wasted your time then. Helis destroyed my focus. And the Alpha Registry with it.
Not at all. The whole time I've been monitoring your focus, I duplicated every data
Wow.
scan.
You're a godsend.
Installing that data to a new focus was trivially easy. Happy birthday, Isaac. Daddy sure does love his little big man.
You're really good at making it impossible to like you, Silence. I guess I need this.
I like
it's time
him.
to see where you were born. Maybe you'll even learn why.
Yeah. Meet the machine that birthed me into this world. Isn't that how you put it?
I'll be off.
Wait.
Yes?
Yeah, how did you find me?
How did you track my location when I wasn't wearing a focus?
Really, Aloy. It doesn't take a genius to surmise that Helis would throw you into the sun ring at high noon. I wore out 2 striders getting here in time, but I did. Now be on your way.
But I still want to talk to you. Yeah.
Since when can you override machines?
Ever since you discovered the technique. I had to destroy a corruptor to obtain the necessary parts, of course. But your example showed me how to do that as well. Yet another benefit of monitoring your activities through the focus. Truth be told, the underlying logic of the technique isn't so different from rites practiced by Banuk shamans, though of course, far more advanced.
Great. You're welcome, I guess.
Helis recognized you, yeah.
Helis recognized you back in the Sun Ring. You told me that you'd assisted the Eclipse. Not that you knew the man who killed my... who almost killed me.
So now you know. The man is a serious threat. So let's do all we can to make sure that he and Hades don't succeed.
Right.
Gotta help the Nora, yeah.
I'll be on my way. To make matters worse, Helis ordered an Eclipse detachment to attack the Nora
Helis yelled
land.
silence, and
The
silent
tribe's
then
already
came.
weak. They won't stand a chance. You should come with me.
Well, absolutely not. I have preparations to make elsewhere.
What kind of... Why do I bother asking? You're not gonna tell me.
When the time is right, I'll be in touch. I'll contact you later. In the meantime, should you need to return to Shadow Carja territory, I brought armor to conceal your identity.
You think of everything, don't you?
One of us has to.
I like this guy.
Aloy, when you were recovering the Alpha Registry down in the Zero Dawn bunker, I was needlessly cruel. For your sake, I hope there is someone waiting there for you inside the mountain. Not a what, but a who. Yeah!
Bye. Thanks for saving my butt. Wow. The Terror of the Sun. Wow. And now we have our own Strider. The Heart of Denora. What a good quest. Holy crap. Go to All Mother. Where are we at? Oh, nice. We're only there. So we could really fast travel all the way back. That's insane. Well, I want to, I didn't want to do that. I want to, find wherever that campfire is. Oh, yeah. But there was another one that popped up, right? I mean, no, it was that one, of course, yeah. Yeah. Oh, what's that floating? Something's floating. What is that?
This storm's gonna back down before I do.
What is that? What's that? Huh? Oh. Okay. Okay. God, I enjoyed that so much. Good lord. Well, guess we gotta go all the way back to the mountain then. And it's gonna be great.